hi folks, I'm Mike Yanessa.
Hey, we're excited about a new show on PCTV Network called Car Stories.
Our show's about old car stories, new car stories, and local automobile history. Join us live every Wednesday on the PCTV Network. Hey, we're looking forward to hearing from you. Remember, it's live on PCTV.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Car Stories. We're here live at Eastwood, right here in Pottstown. The Streetrider Magazine is here, and what they do is they meet here and they go to Syracuse, New York for one of the largest street rider, hot rod shows on the East Coast. So today we're here at Eastwood live with another episode of Car Stories, brought to you by my company, Wheels in Motion, which is located here in Pottstown. Stay tuned, because we're moving. We're moving to 525 High Street, and we're gonna have both our shops in one location. So let's go look at some cars, Gus. Hey, here we are with another episode of Car Stories. We're live at Eastwood, and I'm here with Matt and Joe. Joe is the product development manager for Eastwood, and Matt, what'd you say, public relations and advertising?
Media. I do social media, public relations, a little bit of everything.
Okay, now tell me about Eastwood. How'd you get in Pottstown? How old's the company? What do you sell?
Well, we've been in Pottstown for what, about 12 years now. We've been in Pottstown before I was even here. But basically, it's a great area where there's a ton of the car community's awesome, and just build our foundation from here. So many years ago, this building was empty and people were storing their cars in it, and now we can barely even fit the products inside.
I remember that. Yeah.
So it's been really great, and our company's growing all the time, which is good for this community as well as the industry in a time when the economy's not so great.
Right, you guys are still doing good, and you do a lot of mail as well as people from Pottstown in the area.
Yeah.
Right.
So we have a retail location where people come in every day, 7 days a week we're open now, and we have our online store, so obviously any time of the day, and then of course our catalog. So people get this in the mail and you can order right out of the catalog.
Right, and they sell a variety of stuff, specialty tools, buffing supplies, powder coating. I mean, they really have a lot of the unique stuff for restoring your car or working on your hot rod. So, well, thanks, Matt, for interviewing me. We're going to talk to you about your truck in 1 minute. Joe, what do you got to say? How long have you been here?
Mike, I've been here for about 12 years. I was a long-time customer before I joined Eastwood.
Okay.
So working here at Eastwood, I'm working in my hobby. Not a lot of people can say that.
No.
So every day is going to work is fun. I get to test everything that goes into the product line, into the catalog website. If it doesn't pass our approval, it doesn't get in the line.
Right.
We're all hobbyists, all car guys here. All of us use the products.
Right.
So and constantly looking for new products too. I mean, if we try to identify needs out there, if we identify the need, we develop it here and have it.
And that's your job, to make sure that the product goes out and it's what it says it is.
Yes, make sure it works.
That's great. I mean, that's important. You don't want to sell something that could be a problem. You want to make sure it's supposed to do what it's meant to do.
Absolutely.
So good job, Joe. Thanks for talking to me today here, and I want to talk to Matt about what's this thing behind you here? 54?
No, it's actually a 50 body.
50?
Yeah, we've been promoting this on the website, doing a build.
For Eastwood?
Yeah, so we do YouTube videos, and I have on the blog, the Eastwood blog, I've been doing a little build thread on there, so we do updates.
So follow that, yeah.
Yeah, so we basically, the idea behind this is guys like myself that are a little younger, don't have the income to maybe build a $100,000 street rod. How can you build something cheap that looks cool? So we've been showing guys how to use Eastwood tools, do custom modifications, and build something that looks pretty darn cool.
That's cool. Okay, and then what's this one?
This one over here is our Project Resolution. So this is a Fox Body Mustang that we bought right off Craigslist. I want to show everybody how you could restore a car. We wanted to restore it just like you guys would do at home. So this thing was sprayed right outside of our warehouse over there with Eastwood paint. and we basically built it from the ground up. We started basically in like December or February. This was a completely
I
bone
remember
stock
when
car.
you got the car.
Yeah,
I
it was
remember,
not straight.
Yep.
I had to cut the front clip off of this and weld a new one on. I mean,
Right.
everything's new on this thing. So
Good.
almost made it, but we had some snafus and didn't quite get it done for the show. But you
That's
can see,
okay.
you
That's
can see
all
how
right.
far it came. You
Yep.
know, on the catalog, we have what it looked like in the beginning.
Right, right.
So now
Just a stock old Mustang.
yeah, so now it's got a crate engine in it, and it's a good time. So we
Good.
should be finishing it up here shortly, next week or so. It'll
Good,
be fully
good.
done.
Well, that's what they do here at Eastwood, folks. So if you need any automotive supplies right here on Shoemaker Road in Pottstown, they have the stuff that you can't buy just anywhere. So thanks a lot, Matt, for your time, and good job with the project.
Thank you.
Here we are with Jerry Dixie from Streetrider Magazine, and he's going to tell us about the tour. Their ultimate destination is Syracuse, New York. So, Jerry, tell us what's going on here. What's this all about?
All summer long, the AMSOIL Streetrider Road Tour program involves 8 week-long tours. We go from an event to an event, and we spend the weekend between visiting car museums, personal collections, street rod manufacturers, folks that are advertisers in our magazine, and things that would just be interesting to folks that are traveling with us.
Right.
This week, we're on the Eastwood Summer Classic Tour. Obviously, we're in front of Eastwood Manufacturing, Eastwood's shop here and warehouse,
Right.
and they have sponsored this entire week. The Eastwood Summer Classic is the event that we're at today. We were blessed that the rain went away.
Yes, it did.
It rained a little bit last night, didn't it? But we
Yeah.
were concerned about that. But the rain went away, and we're here today enjoying the crowds, the local folks that stopped out to see us.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow we're going to go into Philadelphia to go to the Simeon Museum.
Oh, you'll like that.
Is that nice? I have not been.
Unbelievable.
Exotic sports cars.
Yes.
Then on Monday we get up and we make a short drive up to Port Jervis, and we're
Okay.
going to do cruise in Port Jervis, New York, and
Okay.
they'll close the downtown for Monday night.
Right.
Tuesday we're going to the Woodstock Museum. We're going to the Baseball
Wow.
Hall of Fame.
That's really cool.
Wednesday we're going to go to Norwich, New York, for the Northeast Classic Car Museum. On to Watkins Glen to watch some sports car racing, up through wine country, and then ultimately we're going to end up at the Syracuse Nationals at the New York State Fairgrounds.
When is that now? What
That's
day?
next weekend.
So next, so a whole week of
So
tour.
we spend a whole week. We spend a whole
Wow.
week on the road.
Right.
And we all stay at the same hotel. We have drivers meetings every morning, and
Right,
it's
right.
kind of camaraderie. We're strangers in the beginning of the week, and by the end of the week we're singing Kumbaya and we're best friends
Yeah,
forever.
right. That's really cool. And yesterday I heard you were at Three Dog Garage in Boyertown.
We saw 2 fantastic museums that are right here. If any of your local people, they're right under your nose.
Which ones? I know you
Well,
went
the
to Three
Dog.
Dog.
We went to Three Dog Garage,
Which
and
is-
we went
that's
to
awesome.
and we went to the Boyertown Museum of Historic Vehicles.
Yep, I'm familiar
and
with
you know
them.
what? They're different, obviously different types
Sure,
of museums.
sure.
But I love both
Yes.
types.
Good.
Obviously, the collection at Three Dog is unbelievable.
It is,
You
isn't
know,
it? For you especially, the Street Rider. and
well,
the whole,
I
my
was
gosh.
telling the story at the museum that
It's neat.
I was very, very lucky to be standing on the floor at Cobo Hall on the Thursday when Troy Trepanier and his team rolled First Love in
Yes.
on the floor, and literally everybody, including the guys that were in competition with him, said, "It's over."
Yeah,
That one.
it is.
And he set the bar so high with that car
Right.
that I know it hasn't been matched yet. I don't know that it ever will be.
It will
That's
be.
an unbelievable car.
It is.
That's
I
an unbelievable.
really
And the
enjoy-
rest of the collection of Three Dog is
Oh.
fantastic. Historic, iconic
Oh.
hot rods. And
Yeah.
then, to switch gears and go to the historic vehicle collection in Boyertown.
Right.
The Reading Diner was very,
Yep.
very cool.
Yep.
Like that kind of stuff. The carriages and the number of vehicles that originated in this area.
Right.
Boyertown,
Right.
Pottstown, Philadelphia.
It's
I think
unbelievable.
a lot of people don't realize
Right.
how significant this area is in automotive history.
No, it is. It has a lot of history.
Yeah.
So what about the car behind you? What's this one now?
Well, every year for 18 years on the AMSOIL Streetrider Road Tour, I get to drive a brand newly built vehicle.
Oh, okay.
And this year, the folks down at Honest Charlie's Garage down in Chattanooga,
Oh, yeah.
associated with Coker
Yeah.
Tire, they put together this 51 Ford shoebox.
Beautiful.
A lot of body work. In the magazine, if you follow it, you would see that we used an awful lot of Eastwood's body working tools.
Mm-hmm.
They chopped the top. They put a lot of patch panels in this from Dennis Carpenter.
Right.
It's a Fat Man Fabrication chassis. And under the hood, sometimes we get a little, folks get a little same by putting small block Chevys and small block Fords.
No.
This is a V6 EcoBoost twin turbo brand new Ford motor.
Oh,
And
wow.
it's out of a
I see it now,
it's out of a
EcoBoost.
Taurus SHO.
Nice.
So this was a pretty exotic build
Yep.
for under the hood of this traditional shoebox.
Good.
PPG Golden Dream paints
Oh
popping
yeah,
in the sunshine.
beautiful, beautiful.
So it's been a good car. I'll put 20,000 miles on this car between now and October.
Wow. Well, Jerry, I don't know how to thank you enough for granting me the interview for Car Stories here in Pottstown, and I wish you a safe trip, and I'm glad you're enjoying all the museums.
Great, it was nice
And I'll see you next year.
All right,
All right,
take care.
thanks, Jerry. Okay, here we are with Dan Woods from D&W Motorsports. Dan has been on our show a couple times, and he helped sponsor Car Stories, and his job is to keep me posted on all the cruise-in car shows and races in the area. So he's here with his beautiful Mustang today. We're going to talk to Dan about his business in Boyertown. He's going through some new exciting changes. So Dan, tell me about D&W Motorsports.
Yes, because of the amount of business I've been doing, I've been forced to move, moving down to 1100 Grosser Road, right off of Route 100 in Gilbertsville.
Oh, that's good.
Be a lot easier to find, a little more space, and hopefully this has helped with my lead times a little bit as well.
Right. When's this happening? Next month?
This is going to be sometime like the end of August, beginning of September is what the plan is, right?
Good,
This
good,
time.
good.
So it'll be really excited. Really excited. We're still in the planning stages, as you know.
Yes,
What
yes.
you have to go through for this stuff.
The big move.
Yes,
Yep, I
yes,
understand.
I'm sure I don't have as near as much to move as you do. But
Yeah, but no,
it's still a bit.
A lot of figuring.
A lot of work. Yes.
Right. Good, good. So explain what powder coating is. Some people might not know it.
Well, what powder coating is, it's a lot of people confuse it with paint. What
Right.
it is, it's basically, I always explain it this way, it makes it a lot easier for people to understand. If you took, say, a milk carton and you crushed it and made it into a powder and then sprayed it or covered a part with it and then put it in the oven and melted it
Back
on.
again. Okay.
Okay.
All right, that's a good way. Yeah.
It's a good way to explain it. It makes it simple. It's a lot more durable. It's cheaper than most paints. As you well know, automotive paints are
Yes, good ones are expensive. Yes.
very expensive. The powder, it's basically after it's cured, it's ready to go. It's ready to use. I've got some parts on this car here that I've powder coated when I drove the car on the street for about 12 years. And it's just like the day I did it.
It still looks good.
Yep,
Right,
I just
right.
crawl under there with a rag and wipe it off. I don't even use water. I just wipe it off with a dry rag, and it looks just like the day I did it.
Right. See, so Dan, this Mustang behind us, he's owned for a number of years. I remember when it was a street car, but now he travels with 422 Motorsports, they were on our show too, if you watch the past episodes. And so tomorrow, Dan's heading to Beaver Springs with his Mustang. There's a big nostalgia drag race up there. So Dan, tell us about the Mustang. What's in it and how fast you go?
What it is it's a nostalgia super
Beautiful.
stock car.
Beautiful car.
We raced with the 422 All-Stars. And what it is, it's a 68 Mustang, a 428 car. It's actually 464 inches.
Woo. The
car's in the tens and just shy of 120 miles an hour.
Right.
We've been racing it for 4 years now. This is our 4th year.
Okay.
We raced on pinks all out. We raced on pinks, which was very exciting.
Right.
And then after pinks, we started racing with the All-Stars. And the All-Stars, we travel all over. Tomorrow we're in Beaver Springs. In 2 weeks we're in Englishtown, New Jersey.
Okay.
And then in 2 weeks after that, we're back at Maple Grove. And then we back down in Maryland a couple weeks after that.
Great.
So, it's been a real blast. It's been a lot of fun. I've had more fun with this car in the 16 years since it's been finished.
Right, racing it.
So,
right. If you're not familiar with 422 Motorsports, you can go on the PCTV network, look for some PAC episodes, and you'll see Rich Lamont and Dan were on the show, and he explained the whole idea of 422 Motorsports and the circuit that they travel. So make sure you check out some past episodes, and that's a real good show.
Yeah, the 422 All-Stars, if you ever have a chance to come out and see us, please do. We have a large variety of cars. We got Hemi Cudas.
Right.
We got Tempests, Pontiac Tempests with big block Pontiac engines in them.
Wow.
We have a Falcon that it's a super stock car that's in the 7s.
Wow.
Okay.
7 seconds in the quarter mile.
7 seconds, yes.
Whew.
Yes, sir.
And no blowers, no nitrous.
No
That's
no cheaters. as I call
Unbelievable.
it. Yes.
Unbelievable.
And it's a large variety of cars.
Right.
Some of them are clones to the original cars that were raced back in the day.
Right. Okay, good. Well, Dan, I got to go, but good luck tomorrow in the race. I hope you win. Tell all the boys I asked about them.
Okay,
and thanks for doing the interview.
Thank you, Mike.
All right. Okay, here we are with another beautiful classic. It's a Nova convertible. And you don't see many Nova convertibles. I'll let Bob Greene tell you here what year it is and how he got the car. So Bob, I knew your dad. He used to drive stock cars years ago. I actually sponsored him in like about 1982. And I saw you here, I saw your car. I know you owned it for a long time. So, hey, tell us what you got here.
Well, this year's a 1963 Nova Super Sport convertible. Now, it's the one and only year they made a Super Sport convertible, because Nova started in 62.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Then they brought it in the 63 model year, they brought out the Super Sport trim package, and this is the only year for a Super Sport convertible.
Wow.
And it's one of 2,400 cars made. Its numbers matching. It has the original powertrain in it. It's a 194 with a single barrel carb, 2-speed power glide, and the optional floor shift console and power top.
Wow.
The interior has been reupholstered, and it still has all the original documentation with it up on the dash. Protecto plate, owner's manual. And
how long you owned it? A long time, or?
About 6 years. Owned it for about
6
6 years, yeah.
And you bought it pretty much like this, or?
Bought it pretty much the way it is. I did some chrome work and things like that.
Yeah, fixed up, but yeah.
I actually bought it out of Reading. The guy who owned it, I'm the third owner of the car.
Wow.
The guy in Reading, he moved down to Texas and he left it at his parents' house, and his parents wanted to sell it.
Right.
So long story short, they painted it, they put a new top on, and they left it sit for 17 years.
Wow.
And then I bought it off the guy and had to take out a loan for it, but it was worth every penny.
Yeah.
It never gives me any problems. It's just a great, strong running car.
And Dad has a Chevy too, right?
Dad has a 67 Nova. He's the one who got me into cars.
Yeah, how about it? So, okay, well, hey, I appreciate you giving me the interview.
No problem at all, thank you.
Watch us on PCTV and tell your friends and family.
Absolutely.
All right, Bob, thanks.
Thank you.
Yep. So here we are at Eastwood, and we're walking through the crowd, and I spot this MG and this Triumph, and they both have big engines in it, and I got introduced to the owner, who happens to be Tom Henry. And I know Tom Henry from drag racing for many years. So Tom built these two cars. They're very unique, and they're very beautiful. So Tom's going to tell us a little bit about, what is it, Tom, a 72 MG?
It's a 71 MGB.
Okay.
It has a 1962 215 cubic inch aluminum Buick V8 in it.
Wow. With the stock suspension? And
stock suspension. The motor utilizes a 3.9 Rover head on it. This motor was sold from GM to Rover in 1964.
Yep, I remember that.
Stock suspensions, rotisserie restoration on both cars.
Wow.
Kind of neat, fun to drive.
Like transmission rear, MG? Or?
This has a T5 Camaro T5
transmission.
transmission.
Okay, T5 5-speed.
We're T5 5-speed.
Right, nice. And then a stock MG rear.
Stock MG rear.
Wow, that's a beautiful car. Did you do the work?
I actually bought the car mostly done.
Okay.
Made some changes.
Then
Car
tuned
came
it up.
out of Richmond, Virginia.
Okay.
This car here came out of Kansas.
And what's this now? Like a 73
TR6.
TR6. You all right?
It has a 1995 BMW M3 motor in it.
Oh my goodness.
It uses an M3 5-speed and an Infiniti Q45 rear.
Wow. And which one's faster?
The TR6 is definitely faster of the two.
Right.
I'd say a Boulevard Cruiser and an in-your-face fun car.
Fun car. Very unusual, beautiful cars, Tom. I'm glad I got to see them and talk to you.
Thank you.
And don't forget to watch Car Stories on PCTV.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, a beautiful 69 Camaro here. I happen to know the guy that owns this, Mark Sagrantz. It's just a beautiful car here at Eastwood today, and I wanted Gus to get a couple pictures of it. Wow, look at this 35 Chevy. Beautiful red car. It's owned by Russ Carr, who's a customer of ours at Wheels in Motion. We didn't build the car, but we sold him the wheels for it, and George Hansen did a lot of the mechanicals and tune-up and so forth, and just a beautiful car. Russ has a lot of fun cruising around in it, and it's a beautiful 35 Chevy sedan. Well, how can you get any better than a 63 Corvette split window? I'm here with my old friend Wayne Strogus. Wayne owned this car for a number of years. It's a beautiful blue 63 split window. He had it redone a couple years ago by Denny's Corvette. Denny's a good friend of mine. He did a great job. And he's here today at Eastwood, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the car. Wayne, when did you get this car?
1974.
Oh my goodness. So it was
39 years.
39 years you've owned this car, and how many miles you put on it? Not many.
Few thousand, that's
Yeah,
all.
Wayne has a couple cars in his collection. I've known him for a long time. His stuff is always very nice. He drives it sparingly on nice days, and this is just a beautiful example of a '63 Corvette. So Wayne, I appreciate you letting me use this because I need a ride home, and Wayne's been nice enough to let me take the car home. So hey, I'd like to stay here and hang out with you guys, but I got a '63 split window to drive. And I actually judged it at the American Dream Corvette Club show at Sunnybrook Ballroom in like 1978. So me and this car know each other. Of course, it starts right up. Stick shift. We got 57,725 miles on this beautiful '63 Corvette. Dark blue with dark blue interior. So I can't believe Wayne let me use this, but hey, I'm going home. Thank you for tuning in to Car Stories. And this is Mike Yanessa from Wheels of Motion in Pottstown. And thank you for tuning in. Watch us on the internet. Watch us on the PCTV network. And thank you, Television, for doing a great job here at Eastwood today. And see you next time.